Leo Francis, US EPA on-scene coordinator. So this is the Kingston fly ash site. You'll see that they're installing a rail spur, and that's ash that's been pulled out of the river via the dredging process. At least one of the options for moving ash off-site will be by rail. Well, I have immediate disposal needs because I need to get the ash out of the river, which drives the necessity for me to move ash off-site because I can't store it on-site. The hazardous waste designation is put on things that are particularly toxic in its condition. Things that fall into the next category, they have the hazardous substances in it, but it's not a hazardous waste.
My name is Mary Jones Fitz. I have been doing African American genealogy research for 26 years. Uniontown used to be a thriving town, and they had cafes, all kind of furniture stores. They had movie theater here. They had a drugstore here, and they had just a funeral home here, both the blacks and the whites. But today, Uniontown has a lot of poverty. There are no jobs. I'll say about 60-75% of the people that don't have jobs here. Others are just getting by. There are people that are concerned about the health issues. They're just wondering if this is going to be good for our children that live here. So what would you rather have, the jobs now or health problems in the long run?
My name is Robert Baumberg, and I'm from Uniontown, Alabama. Some people call this situation environmental injustice. I have called it environmental racism, where a group of people, because of their situation, their location, their lot in life, have been taken advantage of by corruption or by big business. The people of the Uniontown area are predominantly black, predominantly low income. My parents came here in 1950. My daddy came with a wife, a one-year-old son, and that's me. $300 and a suit of bedroom furniture. We've been here ever since. I have been raised with and grew up with and known of everybody around here. I'm no bleeding heart liberal, and I know that the people in the Uniontown area on the south end of Perry County are being taken advantage of, are being thrown under the bus, and are the victims of environmental injustice as it relates to the coal ash spill that occurred in Kingston, Tennessee back in December. It's our position that if an area receives the benefits of a coal-fired plant, receives the benefits in terms of jobs, in terms of tax base, in terms of improved lifestyle, they should also be willing to assume the liability for the disposal of coal ash waste.
I'm Reverend James Murdoch, Pastor Murdoch, as they call me, and we're here at Living Hope Baptist Church. A few months ago, to come down, we're talking about some fly ash from up in Tennessee, and they're bringing that stuff down, and you can see it flying all over the road, and that impact the life of all of us, and arsenic and radiation and mercury and everything that they say that this fly ash got in it. I know it's going to cause cancer to somebody, maybe not tomorrow. If it's too bad for it to stay up in Tennessee, why it's so good for them to bring it down here to a little old country town in Uniontown, Alabama? Because some big folks up there wouldn't let them put it on them, and they're going to bring it down here. But I'm hoping and praying that Congress will come up with some kind of regulation where they can regulate this stuff, because I think it's environmental injustice they're trying to do to all of us. And I hate to sound racial, but if it was some white folks live down here, they wouldn't be doing all this to us. Our county commissioners, they are going crazy just looking at $1. And whether it's $1 to a life, I don't know. And to me, it's shameful. And I'm just saying, my wife is mad all the time just about this. We can't walk the road. She and I walk every morning, and we get a gas smell and all kind of odors from over there to that landfill, and dust and everything. And there's something going to have to be done about it. Wish this would go all nationwide, which everybody in this nation could see just what they are trying to do to some big folk with money trying to cram it down the little man's throat.
My name is Ruby Holmes. When I'm sitting out on my porch, and I always, well, as I say, I've been living here all my life, and my front was my enjoyable place because I'm old. live here by myself. And this way I sit on the porch and watch people pass by, and everybody most around here know me, you know. And some days when I'm sitting out there on the porch, I had to get up and go in the house, coming out. And last week, I was sitting on my front, and I don't know what it was, but I looked over there at them trees, and it was gray. But I could see when in a little while, I said, what is all of that stuff yonder going on through them trees? Like the fog. In a little while, I couldn't see down there in the intersection. It was gray. I hear a train coming in over there, blowing. So then it ain't nothing we can do but, you know, I just pray and ask the good Lord to take care of me. That's the only thing I know to do.